What's up everyone, Deli here from NoTierGaming. Today I'll be playing versus John Moore from House of Champs. I played him on his stream. Unfortunately I don't have access to the VOD and my actual recording didn't record my own audio, which is pretty annoying. But oh well, it is what it is. So, we're playing a match of PK versus Machina. And you guys can really see in this match how strong the Machina deck can be, especially when it goes first. I really don't go first often in this deck, at least not enough. But we get the Prosperity here. I've actually changed the Prosperity. I think it's correct. Being able to control your edge deck a little bit more and run some other cards just for utility reasons, I think is super relevant. Also, just not banishing your Strap Wyvern is great because that card's really strong in this deck. And I've had times where I Extrav and if you ban it, I banished my 2 copies, and the game was a lot harder than it had to be. And then I think Prosperity dating for kind of your bombs or your starters is really important. So let's fast forward a little bit through here. I did the Steel Drain, which is insane, but I actually won't be resolving Steel Drain immediately. I just want it as a follow-up Floodgate, and I'll kind of explain why here. So in the matchup, I want to make sure I can Trap Trick and hold Steel Drain for either next turn or to turn off DP if I have to. Other than that, I don't need the Steel Drain in this matchup nearly as much. And you guys can kind of see here why that'll be relevant. So we go for Strapper Cycle. He has no stops for it. We pitch this Citadel, and we need that engine to start. We actually, like, Strapper Cycle alone doesn't start the engine. It's mainly in there for the Urgent Schedule combos, and also because you just don't have enough normal summons. Cruncher is one. Essentially, your only real options are to play Unclass Bear, which doesn't work very well with Citadel. Recycler is actually better. We want a way to get to our engine, and Overdrive's the best way for this deck to get to engine because you can Overdrive into Metal Cruncher, add Gear Frame, and that's full combo. So we see your opponent go for Torrent Steals here. Impermit, so he doesn't have any follow-up. He specials Boots after this. We'll do next play. And the IDP comes down. As you can see, I still haven't committed the Steel Drain, even though the Steel Drain would still be strong here. The Steel Drain can be played around by droplets, which is always something to consider, because if I had actually Steel Drain there instead of Imperm, he would have gotten this to resolve, and it would have been a lot different game, because he could have put the Wings in Graveyard, and my IDP is immediately worse. So Imperming there is always correct, and I also have the Steel Drain still set for safety precautions, but because I could answer his whole board without doing Steel Drain, I'm able to Overdrive here, go Overdrive, pop the Recycler, get back to Citadel, and now I'm like completely in command because I'll also get Cruncher effect to search here. Okay, so yeah, we get this, and we get the search for the Gear Frame off this, and at this point, he really has no follow-up. He has a Fog Blade, a Droplet, and Called By. None of these are going to win him the game. The only thing I have in Graveyard right now is Recycler, which isn't super relevant in this situation. We get the Gear Frame. Next play, we draw for turn, we get another Gear Frame, which sucks, but I actually don't think I shuffled my deck there. Did I? Oh, I did shuffle, actually. I just got unfortunate to draw 2 out of 29, which sucks, but it is what it is. If the Gear Frame here, Gear Frame adds Unclass Bear. He can Fog Blade or Droplets here, but if he Fog Blades the Gear Frame, I'm still able to just start hitting him in the face with Cruncher, or I can chain Cruncher to pop. I can chain Citadel to pop the Gear Frame and still get my summon anyways. So yeah, the game honestly is just over at that point. I had enough damage on board just to hit him per game. Even if he Fog Bladed, we could play around it for the most part. There's really just nothing he could do in that situation that was going to recover him. And knowing I had the Steel Drain set, it was just essentially over at that point. So we go into game 2 here. I'm going to kind of skip past. His hand is really good besides the fact that he drew Graph. Kagamusha, Tour Guide is basically your full combo. You don't want to draw Graph in it, but it's playable anyways. And that's why some people play the Storm instead of the Seer here. But he is able to do essentially full combo, as you can see. And this is negated. We Imperm the Rusty, which kind of makes him pass on nothing, essentially. Because the only thing you can really do is either go for Rusty. Yeah, the really Rusty is the only play in this situation. I believe he's Seer Brop at Cherubini is also an option, but it really wasn't accomplishing much other than just sitting on the board. So there's no real reason for it, because the Seer summons it back, but doesn't really accomplish anything, like I said. And then he has the, he can't go Breaksword and pop his own Breaksword for Torn Scales. So he's really just making the Fusion Destiny play off this, which is fine. He has a DPE. My hand is really weak. Honestly, double Strap Recycler is terrible. It is better than Cruncher to an extent, but it's not the summon we want almost ever. So fast forward past this, especially knowing there's probably a Fog Blade there. I preemptively Imperm. I just want to get this off the board. That's the only reason I Imperm here. I don't want this on the board. I want to get it off so that I can summon Strap Recycler, get the summon, and then play. And then also so I can Steel Drain in his draw phase so he can't DPE me. But yeah, continuing. I actually didn't do it. I don't think I did it there, but it definitely would have been correct. So we summon the Recycler. It gets Fog Bladed. He still has nothing though, so it's fine. We set this Still Drain. We should have Still Drained and Draw Fries every time, because this would have guaranteed that this wasn't resolving. But he can't do anything here. Essentially, Fog Blade is stopping Recycler from being attacked, and he can't clear his own Fog Blade without droplets, and he doesn't have it. He just has double Fog Blade set, and because of Still Drain, the Fog Blades are really weak. He goes into Bright Sword. Bright Sword is doing nothing but floating as a body, which is fine. I draw the Alpha, I draw the Deer Frame, I have the Cruncher I have the Overdrive for the Deer Frame, and that's just going to be enough there, because we can pop the Deer Frame and get Citadel out, punch for damage. We could have gone for the Fortress here, but it wasn't necessary. Yeah, and then honestly, there's nothing you can do at this point. He just scoops it up. Yeah, game was essentially just over there. But yeah, you can just kind of see how dominant this deck is in so many matchups. It's just really good. I plan to play it tomorrow at the YCS. This will be done up a little late tonight, but oh well. We'll see how it goes. I've done some changes. My main deck is mostly the same. I didn't really make like too many. I think the main deck itself was really solid. A couple slight changes. Besides that, I think I changed my extra deck quite a bit, and I changed my side deck quite a bit. So you guys can see that. Hopefully I'll make top 32 and have a deck list. Even if I don't, as long as I expect to make day 2. I think this deck is really good against most of the meta. And I think there's a lot of easy matchups in the YCS. When there's so many people who are entered, it just becomes easier and easier. But yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.